take a deep breath into your heart, inhaling. And exhale, drop your hands. Inhale, reach up, stretch to the sky. And exhale, bring the sky to your heart. Inhale, reach back up, stretching. And exhale, touch the earth, lean back onto your hands, opening the front body for a breath. Inhale to rise up, and as you exhale, twist and look back over your right shoulder, drawing the navel to the spine. Release, second side, inhale, rise. Exhale, bring in some energy and light into your heart. And then loving up from the heart, inhale. Exhale, pour yourself into the earth behind you and lean back, pulling the shoulders to the spine, lifting the heart and opening the throat. Rise up with an inhale and twist to the left side now, keeping the shoulders down and the hips dropping like an anchor into the earth. Now release the legs. Feel the anchor of the hips on the earth. Come up into a little ball, nice and tight. And inhale, come into Navasana. You can bend the knees or straighten them. Exhale, tight ball. Inhale, reach, look up, lift the heart, eyes open. And exhale, we're warming up our belly. Today's practice is to get the spine moving in all directions and nice and healthy. And we need a strong center, core, abdominals, lifting Mula Bandha, that's our pelvic floor, and perineum up and in to protect the lower back and give us energy as we rise up with a breath in and exhale. Good. Now let the knees open, bring the soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. Moving through the hips again now, and the spine, we're going to undulate the spine, diving down to the feet, and inhale, rising. So kind of making a little caterpillar or diving underneath an ocean wave, pulling the navel back, keeping the shoulders low. Exhale on the way down, inhale to lift up with the heart rising, eyes looking down and eyes looking forward and up. And reverse. Exhale, pull back and inhale, lift the navel up, lift the heart up and forward. Finding your best range of motion here. Finding those places where your spine might feel a little tight, and breathing and stretching into that with mindfulness and awareness, conscious breathing. You drop back and inhale, rise. Now bring some energy and oxygen, blood flow into the pelvis and the hips and the lower belly and the lower spine. So we're just getting right into the root. Maybe you can imagine that your legs are butterfly wings. If you want to close your eyes and have a moment there, flying fast or slow. And then pumping the spine in a circle now. Inhale forward, exhale back. Undulating in a circle. This helps digest through the lower belly. If you haven't already reversed, reverse your circle. We're really moving more in the upper back and the chest as you circle the blood and energy around the body. Now stretch the legs out a little further so you make a big diamond and just drop in for 3 breaths here. Letting go. Feeling that energy move vibrationally up and down your spine and all around you. I'm sure you can feel that as you drop over for this last breath. Slowly rise up with an inhale, stretch your legs forward. And we'll do a little bit of some seated sun salutations. Bend the knees if your hamstrings are tight, otherwise keep them straight. Inhale, scoop up the earth to the sky, and exhale, pour yourself backwards with a strong belly. Inhale, open, expand, and as you exhale, bow forward, stretch your spine and your shoulders. Scoop up, inhale, do that again. Exhale, bow in, push forward, squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, open. And this time, we're gonna look upward, pull the hands down and open the front of the back, upper back and spine. Let's do that again. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, activate the belly, activate the core, come down halfway, almost like a sit back. Inhale, expand your energy and lean forward, stretching the lower back and the shoulders. And again, sweep up to the sky, inhaling. Bring your energy down to the earth, pour yourself back. Inhale, sit tall, open arms, express your energy wide. And exhale, reach back and lift upward. Good. Now folding down, we'll take some deep breaths. Inhale to rise up from the base of the spine to the crown of the head with the shoulders down, and exhale, reversing that. So feel the inhale lift from the bottom to the top, and as you exhale, top to the bottom. Flex the feet, opening the legs, the spine, lifting the heart and the navel up, folding with the head close to the legs and the body. Inhale, feel the breath rise up to the crown and dropping in. Beautiful. It's like the sun's coming out of your head, and then you bow back into your own divinity. Now inhale, come all the way up, and let's do another easy twist. Keep the hips grounded. Reach back long, looking back over your shoulder. Stretching through the middle back, pulling the shoulders down. And just easily change sides, looking back over. Beautiful. Come in. Give your hands a little rub, stimulate your energy, your aura, and then hands to the sky, inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands back. Gonna make a table. Nice and strong, feet under the knees, wrist under the shoulders. Lift all the way up. And if you're comfortable, drop your head back as you lift your heart high, send your knees forward and your pelvis up. When you're ready to sit down, bring your hips down and in. Inhale, lift, and transition forward onto your hands and knees into a tabletop. Again, knees under the hips, wrist under the shoulders, shoulders pull back. Let's do a little bit of a cat-cow and a sexy cat today for our spine. We're gonna circle the head, cervical spine, and the tail, the sacrum. So you might have heard of craniosacral. These two curves of the spine work well together. So this is a naturally occurring kind of shape. Try reversing, going the other way. If you haven't done that already, you can try both sides. The head and the tail move together. We learned that when we were born, how we learned how to crawl. And all animals, all mammals move in this fashion, head and tail. Good. Now transition yourself on up, and let's walk up into downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. If your heels don't hit the floor, that's okay, because we're going to do a little bit of walking it out. Inhale the heels up, and exhale, bend one knee, press the other heel down towards the earth, and alternate. Ribs are pulling in, thigh bones and hip bones pushing up to the sky. Strong arms, soft face and neck. After you walk this out a few times, you might even want to twist. It's your practice. Lift the heels up, bring the knees down through this kind of mad cat, and then inhale, arch your heart, let your heart melt, and sit back onto the heels in child's pose, stretching the spine back with a breath. Come back up through downward facing dog. Let's evolve this a little bit. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, round into our dome, mad cat. Inhale, arch. And exhale, sit back into child's pose. You get to just feel how the spine moves. Try that again. Inhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, look forward and up, arch and melt the heart. And sit back, child's pose. Beautiful. Come back up when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Kind of just walk and feel what the best position is for you. And then again, inhale the heels up. Bring the knees down. This time we're going to change it a little bit and undulate the entire spine. By bending the knees, you're actually circling your energy through the pelvis. The tail comes up, it rounds towards the head and comes back down to the tail. You can make this small or big. Do this a few times, breathing, moving the breath in a circle as well as the energy of the body. And when you've had enough, we're going to come and walk forward with the feet. Moving towards the front of the mat in a forward bend in Uttanasana. Bend the knees, send the tail back, thigh bones back. Drop in. Bring the hands to your lower back, actually more to the kidneys. And clap and tap your kidneys. What that does is it'll actually drop you a little closer into this stretch. Try it again. You'll probably notice that when you touch the kidneys, either with a little clap or a gentle release, you'll actually come closer to the floor. Your spine will release deeply down. Now roll yourself up with your hands on your kidneys as you inhale. And exhale, slide the hands down. And inhale, reach them up. Establish your foundation. Feel your standing body strong in the earth, spine nice and tall and long. You're going to interlace the fingers, push down into the earth and inhale, arch the back, open the chest. Then fold and touch the earth, exhale. Stretch halfway up, inhale. And exhale, stepping back into plank, nice and tall and strong. 8-pointed chaturanga dandasana. Heart kisses the earth and lay down on an exhale, full body on the earth. Gonna reach back and up into locust pose. Draw your inner thighs all the way up into the body. Keep yourself tight in the center and now push back and press up, stretching to downward facing dog. Come into the breath and inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step forward between your hands into high lunge. Tailbone anchors you down as your inner thighs pull together and you roll the shoulders back, feeling your three-dimensional body. Stomach in. Arms are going to come into the heart and honor. For the spine, we open. Inhale. Press your hands back into that invisible wing space. And come back to the center of your heart. Exhaling and inhaling, open. Exhale, balance, center heart chakra. Inhale, feel your heart open in the back. And exhale. And to come out of this, reach up, extend, circle back to the touch the earth. And as you step back into plank, draw the knees to the earth. 8-pointed chaturanga dandasana. And inhale, come up to upward facing dog. Press the earth away. And curl over the toes. Step back, downward facing dog. Coming back to the breath. And preparing to come back to the front of the mat. Rise up onto the toes. Look at your hands. Step, jump, hop, float back to the front. Inhale, expand. And exhale, fold down. Uttanasana. I'm going to roll up the spine, lifting the shoulders up. And let the old energy just step you back into Tadasana. Rise up new energy and exhale. Heart chakra balance center. Bend the knees. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, touch the earth. Step back into plank. Establish your boundaries, three-dimensional chaturanga, and lay down, coming up into that same locust pose as you draw deeply into the center of your body. Let the heart reach forward, head forward, thighs press down, toes back. Drop in and push yourself up, adjusting as you need into downward facing dog, coming back to the breath. Inhale, left leg reaches up high. Exhale, firm your foot to the front of the mat. Establish your center. High lunge, shoulders back. Hands are going to come into the heart. Feeling your wings open. Inhale, push back and arch, lifting the heart as if there's an invisible force, which is really not so invisible. If you feel your aura, your energy body open you back, and honoring your work, your heart, express, open. Exhale into the heart space, and then reach up, get tall, open back. Exhale to touch the earth and step back into your plank. Lower through, take a vinyasa. You can do full chaturanga if you want to, and inhale, upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Feeling and breathing as your energy body expands all around. Bend the knees, come back to the front of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, look forward, and exhale, folding down. And we'll roll back up through the spine, tailbone leading, head's the last thing as you pick up the shoulders, and exhale. As you inhale, it's a new moment, new fresh energy, hands to the heart, honoring your work. Sweep up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sending the tailbone and the hips back, dropping the shoulders down. Sweep down again, forward fold as you breathe out. Inhale, roll up. Roll the shoulders, exhale. And inhale, rise. Exhale, finding that balance, strong. Again, sweep up, inhale, look up, lift the heart, Utkatasana, chair pose. Establish center and fold, stretching the back open. So we're opening up the spine. We're going from that arch to folding, to opening the shoulders and lifting the spine up and finding the balance in the center of the heart. Use your breath. Find the energy and grounding into the feet. Deep breath in, rise up onto the tiptoes. Balancing on your spine, poising. Hold your balance and bend your knees, coming down into a squat. All the way to the floor. Release back, trusting yourself here, and roll back on your spine. Come back up for a balance. Try that again. Roll back and up to a sit. Do that 3 more times using your breath. This kind of acts as a massage. Staying tight in the spine, that's really important. And then coming up after this last one and sitting again into a nice easy Sukhasana. And get the spine moving in a circle. This just is a nice way in the center to check in with our breath. See how we feel at this new now moment. Breathing deeply, reverse your circle, circling the spine, reversing that 5 times each direction. It's a nice way to just find the practice, grounding you again. Feeling the root drop into the earth. Now, bow forward. Come all the way down. Let the head and shoulders release. You're going to bring your hands back onto the kidneys. We're going to tap the kidneys out again here. Just giving them a little love. And then inhale, sitting nice and tall. We're going to drop our energy down and just feel up over the kidneys and the hips and the ribs. It's a little Qigong practice that just moves the inner chi, inner ki, moving the flow. The key to our bodies is with loving kindness, taking our arms all the way up, expressing that energy as you rise up and exhale. Come back to the earth. change through Navasana in a nice balance with your hands in prayer, changing the cross of the legs, and we'll just do second side. So if you haven't changed the cross of your legs, bring your opposite leg in front. Love, hands on the kidneys, little gentle tap, little gentle rub. Inhale, rise up. And just rubbing down the back of the spine, around the back of the legs, up the inside of the lymphatics and the colon. And I'm smiling because that feels really good. And just moving energy, because we are much more than just this human body. We're energy, we're electricity, we're subtle. We can feel as we reach up to the sky, the divine. And just maybe move around in any way that feels good. And then bring your hands into your heart, honoring your work. And let's release. Come onto the hands and the knees. We're going to move into rabbit pose, which is to me the ultimate stretch of the full spine. So sitting on your heels, sitting on your knees, hold the heels with your hands. You're going to lift the hips up into the air and bring the head as close as possible to the knees. Your arms should be straight as you hold on into this rabbit and breathe. Stretching the whole head down to the toes. Sit back onto the heels. Open the knees. We're going to come up and move from rabbit into camel pose. We're actually going to do half of a camel pose today. So protect the lower back by holding the kidneys. Bring the energy of the hips open and dropping back to feel your range of motion here. More in the upper back, less in the lower back here. As you drop back into camel, inhale to rise up. Okay, be your own teacher here. Make sure that you don't injure yourself. So if you need to bring your heels up, we can leave them down if you're a little bit more flexible. Otherwise, tuck your toes under. Grab your right hand to your right heel. Square your hips, square the shoulders. Left hand to the heart. We're going to lengthen up. I'm using a mudra of Gyan Mudra. We're doing half camel. What this does is allows you to access a little deeper on one side of the kidney and one side of the lungs. So breathe to the back. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, sit back onto the feet. Round your spine, doming back. And circle in what I like to call slinky. This feels really nice. Just moves the energy and prepares you for second side. Hands to the spine, lower back and kidneys. Again, curl your toes under if you need to. Roll your left arm and shoulder back, reaching to your left heel. Half camel, Dhanurasana. Square the hips, square the chest, heart. Bring the hands to the heart as if you're lacing up a heartstring and arcing like a rainbow. Stretching back, the neck soft. Keep lifting the heart and the hips forward. Tuck your tail under. And as you want to come up, inhale, bring that arm forward, following the other arm. Exhale, round your back so you get an oppositional stretch. And allow yourself to slinky and move the hips, head, shoulders, in all directions around till that just feels nice and good. Now, bring the hands down and we're going to come up to a nice wide open stance. Prasarita. You're going to bring the heels a little bit wider than your toes, so the toes are more inward, heels are more outward. Stacking the wrists underneath the shoulders. And we're going to do this little amazing twist where we're going to inhale, right arm up. Keep the left kidney open. Exhale down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, back to the earth. Inhale, bring your hands to the kidneys and exhale, lift and stand up. Squeeze the shoulders back. Do an arch back as you bring your pubic bone forward. Inhale, rise, and exhale, bring your hands back down. So now you can try this again. If you missed that first one, we're going to do this 3 times. Inhale, keep the hips square as you rotate the chest, and exhale, down. Inhale, rotate the left arm, chest up. Exhale, touch earth. Inhale, hands to your back. Standing up, exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, open. Exhale, come all the way up and bring your hands back and down to the earth. We do this again. Breathe in this time. Inhale, expand. Exhale, touch earth. Inhale, change sides. Keep the length in the spine. As you grow and expand up, squeeze your hips under, open the neck, throat, and heart. Coming up to standing, and exhale, hands come down, and walk yourself back into downward facing dog. Just feel the energy and the vibrations here. When you're ready, bring your knees down. We're going to come into shavasana, extended puppy pose. Keep your hips over your knees. This is kind of a cross between downward dog and child's pose. So this is a great opener for the shoulders. If you're more flexible, you can look forward. Otherwise, bring your head to the mat. And if your head doesn't touch, that's okay, no problem. Just try to keep the shoulders moving towards the earth. The heart kisses the earth. Your throat is opening if you're in this position. And if your head is down, your third eye and your forehead is kissing into the ground. You're going to come out of this resting on the belly and come down and relax for a deep breath. Maybe close the eyes. Feel the vibrations and the energy move through your healthy spine. Long, deep, and peaceful. Now let's bring the hands and prepare them to come and push yourself back onto the knees. Coming back through downward facing dog. And we're going to move the spine in this roll that undulates up between upward dog and cobra, and rolling back and rolling forward. Straight arms the whole way. The head's the last thing to arrive. You start at the base of the spine and finish at the top of the spine. Start at the base of the spine, roll through, finish at the top of the spine. Notice how that feels to roll the spine out. And from here, we're going to move, bend the knees, and jump into a deep squat. If your heels don't touch, that's okay. Bring your hands in into prayer. And from here, we're going to roll back with confidence and lay down with grace. Letting the earth take us. Bringing the legs up into the air, into a table position now. Neck, shoulders, upper back rests. Arms reach out. You're going to twist the knees, drop them to the side, and breathe in. And as you exhale, firm the belly, come to center. Out into the center, breathing in to twist. Noticing any difference in between the two sides. And then hugging your knees to a nice round ball, lifting up into an abdominal curl with the shoulders down. And then let's do a little stretch out. So release your right leg to the floor and hug your left knee in. Soften the chest, ribs, and shoulders. And then extend the left leg all the way up, flexing and pointing the ankle. When we open the legs, we also open the spine. It creates a whole healthy spine around. We're going to bend the knee and cross it all the way to the floor. Extend the left arm back and look back across and over your left fingertips. So try to get the knee down even though the shoulder is going to pop up. And then close the eyes. Inhale deeply through the nose. And as you exhale, soften and surrender. Roll back onto your back. Prepare to change sides. Drop the left leg to the mat. Bring that knee tightly in and stretch it up. Loving the flexibility of the hamstring and the lower back. Moving the ankles around, flex point, maybe circle. And then we're going to go into this nice easy twist. The knee comes all the way down, even though the shoulder might pop up. Try to soften the back body into the earth. Just take some deep breaths. You can even open the mouth and let it out with a sigh. Healthy spine is a bendable, flexible spine. Now as you come back onto your back, bring your feet underneath your knees to the floor. Do some bridge posing. Bring your feet as close as you can all the way in towards your sit bones. Draw the shoulders and reach towards the edge of the mat. Take a breath and press up into bridge. Knees moving away from you as your inner thighs pull upward into your pubic bone and all the way up. Interlace your hands if you like here, otherwise you can leave them down. You can even hold the ankles if you're a little more flexible there. Let's stay here for a few deep breaths. Breathing three-dimensionally across the back body. Press through the back of the skull. Hug the knees and roll them around in a few circles. So we've been working so well in our spines. If you want, you can come up to this next asana into full wheel or Dhanurasana, or practicing bridge one more time. So it's your practice, you choose. I'm going to come up into bridge, or taking the hands back, flipping the fingers back, coming up first onto the crown of the head. Fingers and toes point in the same direction. Press yourself up with a soft neck and face. Opening the shoulders. Pressing through all four corners of the feet. Lifting through the pubic bone up, keeping the buttocks soft, eyes soft. Love this opening of the heart. As you come in, hug the knees, enjoy that feeling of joy. Enjoy the joy and that ecstasy that comes from doing heart openers. Quite vulnerable, but extremely powerful. Now let's take the spine the opposite direction from the arch and move over into plow pose. So if you have enough space, if it feels comfortable for you, roll the legs back over your head. You can do a variety of things with your arms and hands. You can take your hands to your lower back, interlace your hands like you see me doing here. If you have your own practice, maybe you can bring your hands up and over your head and touch your feet. Sometimes that's a fun one too. Make sure you're not in your neck, but you're in your shoulders as you press through the back of the shoulders, and give your kidneys, your legs some energy. So we'll stay here for a few more breaths. You choose which way you want to roll into this or over. And if this just isn't for you today, can stay in your bridge. And if you know fish pose, we're going to be coming down to fish pose from here, slowly rolling down one vertebrae at a time, coming up onto the crown of the head, extending the legs out into a 45 or 75 degree angle, and extending the arms out of the heart in the same way, rolling that heart center forward, touching the head to the crown. I'm about to demonstrate a little easier way to do the fish pose. If you want to come up and sit onto your hands and extend your legs straight out. This is more of a beginner. Don't have to hold anything in the air to still get this beautiful heart, throat, and solar plexus chakra opening. Add anything you want for a few more breaths in fish. So let's bring the hands into the heart, feeling that love pouring into the heart space, and coming out of fish and laying flat onto the back in a very open and favorite position known as happy baby. This opens the lower part of the pelvis, sacrum, and lower back. So you can either hold your ankles or your big toes or the outside edges of the feet. Bring the knees to either side of the ribs, soles of the feet pointed up to the sky. And you can rock your baby side to side, allowing your chest and ribs and neck to softly drop into gravity. You can also roll and extend your legs one at a time, stretching the outer edge, stretching the outer thighs. You can also open and extend the legs straight out, spreading them wide. So get the inner thighs. So you can play here. It's called happy baby because babies learn how to walk and crawl by establishing this craniosacral connection from the hips to the neck. Now just bring your legs up and be a little playful. Extend them up. Move your ankles, bicycle, pedal, circle. And now cross your right leg over your knee. And we're going to bring our legs into Gurudasana, which is eagle legs. You don't have to do the ankle around if you don't feel like it. We're going to make our arms into a goalpost and do a really deep twist here. Or your own personal choice of twisting the legs into a full deep spine stretch. Change sides. Take the legs around, zip them around, and like I said, you feel free to use your own variation for a deep spine twist. A relaxing breath. Relax your face, eyes, throat, and shoulder blades drop down. You take a few last breaths here, winding down and preparing to come into our final asana of shavasana, our corpse pose. Notice the space in your spine, and the space where your body meets the earth. Now, all that's left to do is surrender into gravity. Meet the earth with your body. Allow your tongue and teeth to softly open, your eyes to drift down and relax your eyebrows as you let go. Give away the body back down to the earth to be restored and nourished. And as you give, you are equally receiving this important pose. Take as much time as you like here, yogis. hope you've enjoyed this practice.
Essence, I am power, I am action, I am dreaming, I am abundance, I am intuition, I am God, I am extreme,
Give yourself
I am internal and external, I am
and receive yourself.
blocking, I am aware, I am life force, I am surviving, I am DMT, I am spiraling, I am art, I am accomplishing, I am healing, I am beauty, I am elegance, I am pure, I am flowing, I am love, I am chakras, I am coinciding, I am playing, I am magic, I am elusive, I am free will, I am wise, I am exploring, I am space and time, I am waking life, I am vivid, I am enchanting, I am timelessness, incomplete, infinite design, I am alien, I am human, I am receptive, I am vision, I am energy, I am mindful, I am questioning, I am answering, I am intelligent, I am fearless, I am evolving, I am opening my third eye to the unseen vision, translating, I am synchronicity, I am reflecting, I am endlessness, I am order and chaos, I am the Tao, I am crystallized, I am self-generation, I am affirming, I am enlightened, I am life, I am a tone, I am a color, I am electronic, I am lunar and solar, opposite and polar,
Slowly
knowledge,
begin
I am
to
radial,
bring your
I am
awareness
particles
back
of
when
plasma,
you
I
are
am
ready
endurance, I am cosmic, I am releasing, I am
by
liberating,
moving your
I am
fingers and
perfect, I am
toes
pulsing, I am realizing, I am the one because the one are all, I
and
am
taking a
one,
deep
I
breath
am
into
the
your belly.
nothing that becomes the everything, I am symbolic, I am relative, I am the
Open the
divine spirit
mouth,
that
let the
harmonizes with
breath
the
just
laws of
fall
projecting
out with a
attention, control
sigh.
of experiencing the desire and
And
finding
reach
ecstasy
your arms
process.
over
I
your
am
head and
we are you.
stretch your whole spine long. Bending the knees. Roll over onto your right side and use your arm as a pillow. Just pause here for another breath or two to reconnect and feel what the practice has given you. Thanking yourself and honoring yourself for all that you are, for your devotion, for your unique gifts. And as you bring yourself up to a seated position, close the eyes, bow the head to the heart, in honor and gratitude, with love and light. Namaste. Thank you and enjoy your day. Many blessings.